Okay, hey everyone, and welcome to the Class 66 Rocks 4th year YouTube special. Now, I've managed to catch up with how many years I've been on YouTube. So this video commemorates being on YouTube from February 2014 to February 2015. As I think I joined on the 11th of February when I checked my page last. So now that I've caught up, obviously videos will resume as usual, and there will be a yearly one every year, well, every February from now on, just to mark how many years I've been on the YouTube. So in this review I'm going to be taking a look at an Eddie Stobart model. It's not by Atlas Editions, it's actually by Oxford Diecast this time. So it's in a different sort of display box, but we're going to take a look at it anyway. Now, one thing I've got to mention is, on some of them they have got the Oxford haulage cardboard wrap around the box itself, but unfortunately, because I had this model from eBay, it wasn't actually included when I received it. So without further ado, let's take a look at what we've got today then. So today, as we can see, we have a Scania R series with an Eddie Stobart temperature controlled distribution trailer. Now, as you may have noticed, the majority of these are used for chilled work, and we actually do have them in the company I work for. Well, we've not had as many recently, we've had more of the company's own tractor units, but Stobart trailers on the back, so I haven't actually seen many Stobarts in there for a while. So as you can see, it's presented on a very nice display stand. It's also got a plastic lid over the top, protecting the truck from getting damaged. So what I'll do, I'll just place this down and I'll take the lid off, and we'll take a look at the model. So as we can see, here we have the Scania R series with the temperature controlled distribution fridge trailer, or chilled trailer, whatever you want to call it. It's in between light and heavy, so there's a bit of weight to it. So what we'll do, we will start with the front of the cab. So as we can see on the front, I think it's actually a Scania top line, this particular model, and it is a 6-wheel tractor unit, so it's a 6x2. As we can see across the top here, we have the word Stobart. Moving down on the visor, you can see we've got some lamps, I think they are, on the left and right hand sides. And we've also got the mirrors and the blind spot mirrors on the left and right hand sides, just there. Moving down now, you can see this cab is actually slightly different than some of my other models which I've reviewed. As you can see, it's got a white grille in the middle, whereas some of them have a green grille and the green graffiti, well, cab wrap. It's not graffiti, I think somebody once corrected me on that actually. So cab wrap design on the sides here. And we also have the name Amy Beth just in the middle. So moving down, we can see we have, I think it's an is it an R440? Logo just there, but the camera's not picking that up. But as you can see, we've got the lights and the indicators on the left and right hand sides. And moving down to the bumper now, we can see we've got some spot lamps or fog lamps, whatever you want to call them, on the bottom left and right hand sides, and the number plate, which is PX08 BDZ, and I've just had to look over the top of the camcorder to see that, but I'm sure we'll notice it again on the back of the trailer. So moving the cab and the stand round now to the side of the cab, as we can see, it's a 6-wheel tractor unit, hence the 3 wheels on either side. Now, as you may have noticed on this model, some of the wheels have white inserts and some have grey. I'm not too sure why the reason for this is, but if you do know, please leave your comments below. As we can see, we have the old Eddie Stobart website across the top half of the cab door just there. And we also have the Stobart cab wrap design, the silver ara with the S in the middle, and also the green cab wrap design on the cab door, and the majority of that actually nearly goes up to the cab window, as you can see. As you can see, we also have the fleet number, which is H3831 on the side of the passenger door there, and it's also featured on the driver's door. And we also have the fuel tank just there. Moving on to the trailer now. As you can see, it's a fridge trailer. The fridge being the top half of this black area just up here. Now down here is a temperature control panel that tells you the temperatures. Now with these coming into my work, usually the temperatures are +1, +12 and -21. So your +1 is like your bakery sort of items, and produce items that aren't chilled. Your +12s are like your chilled foods, so like your ready meals, etc. Everything that you'd find in a supermarket shelf, cheese, butters, etc. And the -21, as you can probably guess, is frozen. So fish fingers, you name it, anything on frozen is in the -21 zone. So turning the trailer round to the side now, and I'll just move it out a bit, we can see we have the words Eddie Stobart in green across the top half of the trailer, and underneath also in green we have the words temperature controlled distribution. Now the chilled trailers are mainly white, there's some curtain side ones as well, but the majority are like these fridge trailers. Now if I just go back to the cab, I don't know if the camcorder will actually pick that up. If I can just tilt it round a bit, we can see again we have the brakes, indicators and reversing lights on the left and right hand sides on the back of the tractor unit, and again the number plate PX08BDZ if the camera has picked that up for you. So as we can see, it's a triaxle trailer, hence the three wheels on either side. So turning the trailer and the stand round to the back now. So on the back of the trailer doors we can see we have the word Stobart. Underneath that we have the word multimodal with like a multimodal logo design, and on there it says Road Rail C, and I can't actually see what the other word is there, but I'm not too sure. Underneath that we have the stobartgroup.com website, which is different to the one featured on the cab itself. We also have the trailer type and number on the left and right hand sides just here, and also some warning panels. Now this one is FT5526, I think it is, or FT5528, but I'm sure it is 26. Moving down now, we can see we have the reversing lights, brakes and indicators on the left and right hand side just here, and again the number plate PX08BDZ just there. So moving the cab and the trailer around to the other side now, whilst it's on the stand. As you can see, again we have the words Eddie Stobart running across the top half of the trailer. That's in green. Underneath that we have the wording temperature controlled distribution, also in green. There's not much different on the cab that I can show you. We've still got the cab wrap design, as you can see. The Eddie Stobart website on the top half of the cab door there. Again, the fleet number on the bottom half of the driver's door, and also the fuel tanks. I mean, this is actually a very impressive model, so if some of you haven't got it, I suggest that you possibly do invest in it. You can actually get them off eBay or maybe a model railway swap meet, you sometimes see them there. But obviously I've looked through the page on the internet of what models were released by Oxford Diecast and which ones were released by Atlas Editions. So because I collect these, I look at the ones that I haven't got, and then obviously I have to go in search of them. But they are well worth the money, and as you can see, they have outstanding detail on them. So that's it basically. The Oxford Diecast Scania R series with Eddie Stobart temperature controlled distribution trailer.